recent FTA between India and the EU. Then 2 months before that, it was the very presence of the Russian president here in India. And now India seems to be moving forward at the beginning of this year when it comes to the breakthroughs, the uncertainty that lies with when it comes to strained relationships with the United States of America. But with this trade deal announcement that came in, around half an hour conversation that happened with friend President Trump, this seems to be, as far as the catalyst and this go ahead that now seems to be coming from both of the sides, that may now bring as far as a thaw and form warmer relations between the two countries that we are looking at. So in the meantime, let's get you a gist exactly when it comes to the statements of the trade deal, or what now happens as far as the India-US relations are concerned, and a possible visit or even a meeting between Prime Minister Modi and President Trump may happen. But this is now what we are coming out of as far as this trade deal is concerned. So we are going to talk about the mother of all breakthroughs here as far as President Trump's announcement. And out of friendship, he says that we have agreed to a trade deal, reciprocal tariffs that reduce now from 18% from 50%, because India was one of those countries with the highest tariff that was imposed. And India will now reduce its tariffs against the US to zero. This is something that the Indian side has not confirmed yet. But this seems to be a welcome step that the Prime Minister has said, that made in India products will now have an 18% tariff, and working together unlocks immense and big opportunities. So our guests continue to be with us. Let's, get that point, completed by Mr. Ahuja, because we are getting this telephonic conversation that happened between the two leaders. Mr. Ahuja seems to have reviewed the steady progress between India and US relations, and also when it comes to the exchange of views, when it comes to key regional and global developments. So what was the issue and the point that you were about to raise, sir?
No, first of all, as one of your panelists mentioned, that with respect to USA, India, and with respect to USA, Pakistan, USA will always be cozy to Pakistan. Somehow I don't agree to that particular statement, particularly considering that Pakistan is now becoming too close to China. And basically, if you see India's membership in Quad and India's membership in I2U2, so basically all those, if you see that India is more aligned, and we are forgetting here the major issue why Pakistan and USA cannot be in a cozy relationship. Superficially, yes, I agree, but actually they will never be, because the main reason is that United States and Israel friendship. So if the United States will never betray Israel and will be cozy with Pakistan so long Pakistan is anti-Israel. So we have to take into consideration the whole international politics, geopolitics, what's going on. So saying that USA will be more close to Pakistan as compared to India, I don't buy that. Again, we are forgetting that India and USA, they are the most developed democracies. These are the two countries which believe in institution of democracy. These are the two countries which have a long way to go together. Pakistan,
the point was that all the cozying up efforts that was being made and done by Pakistan, it is not really that Pakistan has much to give to the United States, because with this new tariff structure, India has now a clear advantage over competing export economies in the region, with lower tariff rates compared to other South Asian nations, as we speak of Indonesia, Bangladesh, Vietnam, and compared to China and Pakistan, India has now significantly lower tariffs. And this is also coming at a time when the Prime Minister said that when two large economies of the world's largest democracies work together, it benefits our people and it unlocks immense opportunities for mutually beneficial cooperation. Now, we'll talk about how our Union Minister Piyush Goyal has also reacted, putting out a statement as well, where he had mentioned that India will now help get technology from the US, and saying that it is not just a trade deal, it is a historic turning point that will reshape India-US relations and will also accelerate our journey towards Viksit Bharat 2047. So here is what Union Minister Piyush Goyal says. Congratulations to Prime Minister and President Trump, as well as the people of India and the United States, on the landmark trade agreement. This reflects the power of two like-minded, fair trading democracies working together for shared prosperity. Grateful for Prime Minister and President Trump for their visionary and decisive leadership and strong commitment to strengthening India-US ties. This unlocks the power of two large democracies working together for the shared prosperity of the people, as both India and US are natural allies, and our partnership will co-create technologies and co-develop solutions and work together for peace, growth, and a brighter future for India's US. This agreement unlocks unprecedented opportunities for our farmers, for MSMEs, entrepreneurs, and skilled workers to make in India for the world, design in India for the world, innovate in India for the world, and it will help India get technology from the US. It is not just a trade deal. It is a historic turning point that will reshape India-US relations and will accelerate our journey towards Viksit Bharat 2047. So many of them have now been coming out to welcome as far as when it comes to this trade deal is now concerned. But this seems to be also coming at a time when both of the leaders had this telephonic conversation that have now reviewed the steady progress in India-US bilateral relations. And this is now coming at a time when both of the countries have exchanged their views on regional and global developments. So let's in the meantime talk about when it comes to this outcome of Modi diplomacy that is now often called, as far as how it comes across as a big plus and how Indian businesses now are looking in the green, because as far as the business between India and US is now set to flourish further. But these seems to be as far as the difference in the statement that is coming in from the union ministers of the country and in the opposition on what point that they seems to be focusing on. So they have been saying Surrender Raga is now back, saying that surely this cannot be a father of all deals. Remember, as far as the India-EU FTA is concerned, that was being touted as the mother of all deals. But what Piyush Goyal had said, we just put out that, saying that not just a trade deal, but it is a historic turning point as far as when it comes to India-US trade deal is concerned. And there are others as well. When we speak of Union Minister Ashwini Vaishnav, he has also now come out to welcome this move, saying that the India-US trade deal will lead to a brighter future, and saying that it is a win-win deal for both of the sides, for India and the US. But here is, as far as the opposition is concerned, they are stuck on that Narendra surrender, when it comes to that very jibe that seems to be taking the certain ecosystem that was lobbying for that dead economy. Time and again, that has now been raised. And the timing of this is all being questioned, saying that Trump seems to have more leverage over the prime minister. That seems to be the, the take or the stand that has now been taken by the opposition in the country. So in the meantime, as multiple people across the globe are now coming across, when it comes to even in Americans as well, Mary Baldwin, who's been a very, cultural ambassador, and she's an American singer as well. And if you remember, she has very well sang when it comes to the national anthem of India. And now she seems to be welcoming the India-US trade deal, describing it as a reflection of power, of humility and diplomacy. And she's praised the leadership of President Trump and Prime Minister Modi, highlighting what she's termed as a strategic leadership and balanced negotiations, because she time and again seems to be also talking about that having bad relations or strained relations with India will not benefit the United States of America. So welcoming this move, Mary Baldwin has said that humility is the pathway to reconciliation, peace and prosperity, and humility is the foundation of diplomacy. When acknowledgement of wrong course shifts to a compass of value, and today's US-India trade deal signals power of humility, thanking the president of taking a posture of humility, yielding to the higher purpose of restoring relationship with Prime Minister Modi and finalizing a deal that values both country. And Prime Minister Modi, your public and private humility demonstrated during the months of uncertainty with President, coupled with bold strategic leadership, and has now positioned you as one of the most valuable leaders in geopolitics. So saying that I'm proud of my friends, God bless US and India relationship, God bless the United States of America, and may God bless my beloved India. Well, that seems to be as far as this welcome move that has now been, when it comes to this trade deal that has now been announced. Of course, a lot of factors now also come into play as far as how this trade deal benefits from the New Delhi's perspective.
But clearly, it'll give the two sides something to be very happy about. It'll provide, I think, for a good news story, so to speak, at a moment when these high-level engagements between the U.S. and India in recent months have so often been, feature these caveats about how the relationship is in tough shape and that the two sides need to try to work to make things better. Now you have a success story in the form of a trade deal. And I really don't know, again, if Jaishankar's visit is tied to this. I mean, he's, of course, here to discuss other matters such as critical generals. But I do think that it's an indication that this relationship is getting closer to being back where both sides, at the end of the day, want it to be.
First reaction was, wow, it's finally here. It's taken too long, and I'm just glad that we've got an announcement of a deal. The trade negotiators on both sides have been working at this. It appeared last July that they were very close. It's been clear for some time that to get this across the finish line, it would require the two leaders to speak, and that's what happened this morning. The aggressiveness of the Trump trade policy definitely was the reality in this negotiation, like so many others.
First and foremost, the United States wanted India's commitment to buy a certain percentage of American goods to make sure that trade deficit starts to get repaired, because the United States has about a 2-to-1 trade deficit with India. But the second thing, is going back to agriculture market access. For India, there's staple grains that are simply a no-go. Strong red lines politically that we know Prime Minister Modi can't cross. For the United States, it's a bit of game of chicken, thinking that, is this a negotiating ploy? Is that a real red line? People kind of forget, but the United States hit India pretty hard with our tariffs against steel and aluminum. That wasn't India specific, but India was hit hard. The United States revoked India's trade preferences under the GSP program for developing countries. India initiated retaliatory tariffs. Even though the leaders had a warm relationship, on trade at least, you still had a lot of fighting happening on both sides. This time, India didn't fight back. They put their head down, tried to find a pathway forward.
So the steep cut in the U.S. tariffs from 18% to 50% under the trade deal seems to have reinforced what was always believed in New Delhi, but had been looking hazy, a bit uncertain, that the U.S. now sees in India as an ally and counterweight to China as it seeks to rewrite the norms of global trade order. Both sides have now been welcoming this trade deal. Mr. Ahuja and Pathikrit, thank you very much for taking out your time and speaking on this very historic trade deal that the announcement is now coming in from both the leaders of the US and of India. Back after a short break.